Hello Leo and welcome to my channel greenliongoddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for November, and happy Halloween for those of you who are receiving this reading over the Halloween period. Let's see what's coming in for you for November. So we have the Eight of Feathers, the Eight of Swords, courage and solutions. This is actually a really great time to transform something in your life that feels like it could be quite a directional shift that's coming in for you. We do have a Mercury retrograde happening in November, so we're in Scorpio season. We will be moving into the fire of Sagittarius, which you're going to love when that happens, fellow fire sign. But Mercury moving back into retrograde, there's something potentially that you've been thinking of the end of October, the beginning of November, that you're reworking. It needs to kind of move through a couple of processes and stages of understanding, getting all the details right, thinking about what that is. And I feel like by the end of the month, because we have Saturn going direct, by the end of the month, we have the wheels in motion. Something is ready to move forward here. So this Eight of Swords is where your mind is almost transforming a situation, the way you're perceiving something, the angles, the solutions, everything that's going on inside that beautiful mind of yours, Leo. Suddenly, you're seeing the greater potentials of something. But not only that, it's like you go through this process where you really land on something very solid and go, okay, this is it. And it's not just like I'm leaping into something without a plan or leaping into the unknown without knowing exactly where I'm going. It's like, yes, I've done all the research. I've done all the looking at this. I know exactly where I'm at, where I'm going, and I'm being quite realistic about it, even though you may have started with this very optimistic place or even unrealistic place. It's like, okay, and in some ways it's better. It's not like you have to let go of the original vision that you had or the original big idea that you had or the original thing that was inspiring you or you were thinking about, oh, I'm going to do this, whatever it is that was coming in with it. It's more like that comes down into something that becomes actually really possible, not just a pipe dream, not just oh, wouldn't this be wonderful, and seeing things in an unrealistic fashion. It really does bring it down into some kind of reality that becomes possible. And that actually feels really good. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, Leo. We have Sword King, Aquarius Crown. Yeah, you need a plan with this Aquarius Crown and the Sword King and the Eight of Swords. All these swords coming in, what's going on inside your mind, your ideas, your plans, that's going to be at the fore this month. And it's like, yeah, you're going through, like I said, so many different stages and phases with it. But ultimately, the plan, the strategy that you come out with at the end is transformative. And it's almost like just opening your mind and freeing yourself of past limitations in some way. I feel like you're seeing a situation in a very different light. And that gives you the opportunity to move forward in a greater capacity than what you originally thought was possible here with this Sword King Aquarius Crown. So yeah, it's time to be quite objective and rational, but not throw away the beautiful vision that's been forming or the sense of, I really need to be going down this path. It's sort of like this energy of the fool wanting to take a leap of faith or leap into the unknown, but they're saying not without a plan. So, and again, we can see Saturn actually in here. We see Saturn and Uranus. And interestingly, what Uranus, the planet of change, is doing is it's moving back into Taurus. So it's actually ingressing back into the sign of Taurus. And so it's almost like revisiting something on the material realm that was perhaps even a long time ago, shifting and changing for you. Might have even been like a year ago or something. Over the last year, something was there that was really shifting and changing. It's like revisiting that story. So there's some kind of change on the material realm that's coming through with this. And it's like, yeah, okay. Time to actually tie up some loose ends, and finally you might have thought you'd put that story to rest, but somehow it comes up again, and it's like, okay, all right, what is this about? And finally can move forward in the right direction with this. So Let's see what else is coming through for you, Leo. We have the Chariot. So, Leo, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always recommend to watch your 3 of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you the bigger picture of what's going on for you. And that's actually what's happening here. You're working a lot with the bigger picture, but you're refining it with all the details and the nuances. So, and the 2 of Swords again. Of course, there's the swords in your conscious mind position. And yeah, don't take on anything that doesn't resonate for you. It's a general reading, so just take on what feels right for you. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. Oh, I like these aces coming in for you. There's new beginnings coming through, and an Ace of Swords, 3 aces. It's very lucky. So anything that you're starting or beginning at this time, there's a lot of support, or I've got a little spider, little jumping spider who's in my water earlier. I had to get myself another cup. So okay, so let's see what we've got coming in. The Lovers card, the Swords cards, 6 of Swords again, and the Temperance card, which is nice. Temperance is a real Sagittarius type energy. I'm seeing whatever's going on inside your mind here balancing out. It's like calmer waters. Now, for some of you who are thinking, okay, I want to make a big move, or I want to travel or move in some way, make a big change, I see that happening here. It's going to be a big choice that looms. So again, the Chariot is a card of wanting to move forward, wanting to push ahead, perhaps even around a car situation, or how you're traveling in life, or where you're traveling, what your routines are, general routines. But in terms of, just how you get from A to B, how you travel throughout work, this can come through with the Chariot. But the Charioteer, it feels like you've had some kind of guidance, some kind of inspired vision, some kind of connection. I'm seeing your crown chakra opened up to the stars, and it's like I'm feeling like I want to push this forward. But it is crossed by the Death card, which is saying transformation is at play here, but you can't push it if it's not ready. So it might not be fully ready. You have to understand that the Death card, which is a very Scorpio type energy, it is the card of Scorpio. We are going to be in Scorpio season for a large part of November. And it is very much Pluto as well. There's transformation here, and the Charioteer is very determined, like, oh yes, I've had this vision, I'm going to transform this thing in my life. And the Death card saying, well, you can push as much as you like, but transformation is going to happen in the right time that it needs to happen. So that in itself is just about not pushing something when it's ready. You could be frustrated, like I'm really determined, I want this to happen. And it can be things slow down, or timing with the Mercury retrograde as well. It's like you're revisiting, rethinking things that are coming in. And we do have at the base the Ace of Pentacles. And you are so ready for this because you're turning up as the Ace of Wands. So these 2 aces are coming up here. And there's this idea that you've got that is growing bigger and bigger, taking shape, taking form. And actually there's some shifts of perspective that are coming in that need to come in. And that's part of this Death card energy, is you need to give it time for you to be able to understand what this transformation is, what it looks like. But we have at the base, the Ace of Pentacles. This is some kind of new you're seeing the potential of a new path opening up for you, which feels like it's very tangible. So this could be moving home, moving house. It could be starting something new with your work or your career as well. It could be a new relationship beginning. It could be a new cycle around money. But there's something here that you're wanting to push forward, and you can't push it until it's ready. Like I said, that seems to be the message that you're getting, Leo. Don't worry, it will get ready, so it's okay. In your conscious mind, the 2 of Swords. So again, interestingly, this makes a lot of sense because the Sword King's very rational, and the Chariot has that canopy of stars and it's very intuitive in many ways. The Chariot, intuition is wanting to drive something forward, and so that can be kind of confusing in a way, because the 2 of Swords is indecision, and the blindfolds on, hesitation, not sure about this, because one side's really rational, okay, I've got to look at all the details, the plan and how this is going to work. The other side's really intuitive, which says, but it feels right. Or do I trust that this feels right? So in your conscious mind, there's a little bit of like questioning, hesitation, I can see that there is, with the two cards that represent decisions and choices coming in, both the Two of Swords and the Lover's card. The Two of Swords is like, okay, there's a lot of little things to consider here. The Lover's card is when you get to the crux of, okay, I actually need to make a big decision. So I feel like there's some kind of, you're mulling over something pretty much all month, and it's going to lead to some kind of very significant choice and decision. Interestingly, in the recent past, we have the Knight of Wands, which is the Knight of Fire, which is all about wanting to take action, like feeling kind of inspired, wanting to take action, wanting to make some kind of positive change in your life. It might feel like you're on a bit of a quest, a vision quest of some sort, or you just want to go traveling, you want freedom, you want excitement, you want adventure with the Knight of Wands. And then it comes up against this square here, this block of the Chariot wants to move things forward, and the Death card saying, not yet, well, you can't force it. And so this is where it feels like all this energy wants to move forward, and you're up against this sense of something is really deeply transforming for you in your life. And this needs time and also needs space to understand, because the external thing, the very tangible thing that's changing, the new beginning that's coming in here, which feels like it's got so much potential and you're getting excited about that, but you need to be realistic about that with Saturn coming in around the change that's coming in here. The thing is that even though it comes as an external thing in the external world, something very tangible, it's so closely linked to something deep inside of you that is transforming. And until you give yourself the time and space to actually understand what that is and go through the transformation yourself, this thing is not going to be ready to appear. So in the near future, we see a little bit of juggling. The Two of Pentacles, we move from the Ace to the Two, which is very nice. This is what's happening deep down, the thing driving this. And the Chariot here wants to drive. It wants to drive this situation to where you want it to go. And so in the near future, the Two of Pentacles, you take the next step. And so potentially you're looking at finances here, even joint finances, if it's involving somebody else as well. And it may be you're juggling energies, you're feeling pulled in two different directions with this. But I do feel like it's very much around trying to find balance on the material realm between where this new potential, this new beginning is wanting to take you, this new cycle is wanting to take you, versus how you're actually practically going to make this happen in your life. Or have you got a whole heap of energies that you're already working with, and this is just something new on top of your plate? So the fact that you're turning up as the Ace of Fire, being a fire sign Leo, you are so ready for this. It's like, I'm ready, I'm motivated, I'm driven. I want this. It feels right in my very being, in my very soul. It feels right in my spirit. So you could be getting really excited about it. That's the thing. You could be getting really excited. I feel like with the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, it's saying something that will probably move more around the December, January mark, not so much the November, which is going to be interesting when we look at the extended reading as well. But nonetheless, you end on a very positive note. But you turning up as the Ace of Wands is you're all lit up here. The fire has been lit inside you, Leo. And once that gets lit inside a Leo, it's really hard to stop Leo from wanting to do that. It's really hard to put that out. It's like, ooh, I can feel it. I want to do it. I want this. So there's something very clearly that you're like, I want it, and you might get uber focused around it as well. So this, even obsessive about it, it's something that's just there. In energy surrounding you, Seven of Pentacles, this is nice energy. There's room for growth around you. There are seeds that you are planting. You're planting this seed here that is deep within you. That's the situation that's driving this, the new opportunity, the new beginnings that are coming through for you in the material realm. there's opportunities here to plant this for growth, to plant this seed, to start this new cycle and to see something flourish and grow. So there is abundance around you. There is fertile places that you can plant this seed and that can actually work for you. This is where the universe is supporting you. But at the same time, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of assessment. And whenever we move into Mercury retrograde, I always look at the sevens in a slightly different way. And this is where you're reassessing. Okay, you're going through a process of, okay, I thought I was going to do this and start that and plant this seed this way. And now I'm reassessing the journey, and perhaps there's a better way or a different way. So it needs this period, especially the second and third weeks of November, where you are going through a period of assessment, looking at something like investments, time, effort, energy, money, reassessing how that's all working for you and with this new thing that wants to begin. So hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords. You're wanting the Ace of Swords, which is the clarity, the shift of perspective, this is a brilliant idea, this is a good idea kind of thing. And you're actually getting it in the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. And you know what I love about these three aces, like look at this. Definitely you're on the precipice of some kind of new start. But the Ace of Pentacles is like the seed that's planted in the earth. What do we need to germinate that? The fire, which is you. You're the one germinating this, but at the same time, you're not pushing. You're the one that is driving it. But there's a soul energy, there's a transformative energy as well. So if you want it to be in the Ace of Swords, the clarity that comes in, then it's coming in a slightly different form for you. And the thing is that we have as an outcome the Lovers, the Six of Swords, and the Temperance card. And so the Lovers are suggesting this is the choice. It ends with a really big choice here. Okay, this is something that's been brewing for a while. It's been probably whirling around your system, maybe thinking about it for a while. Are you actually going to choose this? Because the Six of Swords can be a card of travel, movement, moving on. You're about to go through a transition phase. So you're still going through the death phase in a way, but it feels like mentally you're transitioning into a place where you're feeling a lot calmer and a lot more peaceful around the choice and the direction that you might be going in here. And that's why it's nice with the Temperance card coming in. This is a card of calm, feeling like there's moderation. You're not jumping into something. You're dipping your toe when it feels aligned, when the path opens up and it feels right for you. This is about being really patient, but feeling calm, patient, balanced. It's a very balanced energy with the Lovers card. So the choice you make, once you make it, you might feel like you're going through this transition phase. Even when in the choosing, it might feel like you need to choose from this place that feels very calm, that feels very balanced, that feels very aligned. And if you're getting a yes for that, then you're getting a yes to move forward. And if you're not getting a yes to that, then you could be like this Four of Cups, which is, I'm not sure about it, a bit of soul searching, something's on offer, and I don't know if I want to accept this. And so you find yourself on this edge, on this precipice of what you're willing to accept into your very being, and intuitively what feels right, or emotionally what feels right for you or not. And it's going to be different for all of you, but you're setting up these foundations, emotional foundations. How do you want to feel on the other side of this choice and decision? What does that look like? Not even only for you, but perhaps for the people around you, or the situation or the energies around you, however that's going to be impacted. And so it feels like it's really important to be looking at the emotional side of this as well. What are the emotional foundations? How happy are you going to be? How fulfilled are you going to be? How happy is other people in your life going to be? So think about that, because you are dipping your toe like this beautiful angel here, coming back into divine alignment here, dipping your toe into these waters that feel calm and feel clear and feel very aligned to you. So it's not understanding the right thing that emotionally and intuitively you're connecting to. It's not only the strategy, the plan, the rational energy, the fire, I'm doing all the right things, or I want to know all the reassessing that's going on here. ultimately they're saying don't forget about what's happening emotionally for you as well with the Temperance card. And like I said, that's a Sagittarius type energy. So when we move into Sagittarius season, use Scorpio season as this deeply analytical, coming up with an idea, a plan, reassessment, kind of transformative energy. And when you get to Sagittarius season, just see what's ready to flow, what's ready to feel like, okay, see what feels calm for you, and that's the direction that you should be going in. So that's the advice of the tarot with this reading. But it feels like this is a pivotal choice, perhaps even a life-changing choice for some of you. This is a big choice that's coming in, so you want to give it due course. And this one, the affirmation card, are open new doors to life. Quite literally, there are new doors opening here. Some of you quite literally might be walking through a new door, whether it's a new relationship, moving in with someone, or moving to a new place, or moving to a new office, a new desk, or just traveling and seeing new things. These new doors are opening up for you. And it says, I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. And that is such a beautiful affirmation, to be very open to these changes that are coming in. And this is like they're saying transformative new direction, transformative new choice that is coming in here for you. And they keep saying life-changing for some of you. So yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's pull a charm for you, Leo, and see what is Leo working with. A charm for Leo in November. We have, okay, the arrow piercing the heart and love. Okay, so I like how it's, we ended on the emotional thing with the Four of Cups. Ultimately, it's about trusting your heart here. It's going to be a lot to do with the people around you that you love, and it's going to affect them. It's a sense of considering them as well. And you're moving for love, or you're making this big choice and decision for love, someone you love or something you love, or following your heart. And that feels really important. And to connect to those energies, think about what you love, how you want to feel, and really with the love energy, some of you, this is a new relationship coming in, or a new beginning for a relationship, or a new beginning for you where you are feeling somehow more open and connected to the energies of the people that you love around you. So it seems really important to listen to your heart. That's something that's coming in with this, and connect into this energy of love, because that feels like, even though this is all like the mental stuff, the strategy, the plan, the assessment, the practical things, when it comes down to it, and they keep saying that the bottom line is it's about love, and how that is playing out in your world. And that's going to be the thing that's ultimately going to be the deciding factor of this big choice and decision. So right now I can just feel it in my heart chakra. And instead of getting in your head, it's like come into your heart and listen to that. And then when the heart says yes, the head can do all the organizing after that. But this choice and decision needs to come from the heart. So that's your reading, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are feeling the call to go deeper into tarot or your intuitive gifts and want to bring that into your world, into your life, even as a professional reader or something else that you want to bring in as a practical gift or an intuitive gift into your world, my beautiful 9-month course, The Priestess Path, is open. And it only opens once a year. And this is the course where you get the most of me. And the most of all the things that I've learned, the way that I learn tarot, the way I live and breathe this, the way I integrate this into my life. And this is not about me. This is about you and your gifts and abilities, and how you want to integrate these beautiful intuitive gifts and abilities, take your tarot to a deeper level, or just find what your intuitive gifts are and use them in your life. And so this Priestess Path course is now open for enrollment. Enrollment ends soon on November the 5th. And because this is my first launch of this course, it comes with a beautiful 10% offer. The link is in the description box below. If you're getting that feeling, okay, this is something I'd like to explore, or this feels right for me, please just trust that feeling. It really comes from a feeling. Go check out the link. Go check out the course. And if you're wanting to go deeper into this actual reading, there is an extended reading. We get this sense that you are on the precipice of a major life decision or major life choice. And so moving further into the December, January, and energies, where is this going, Leo? Because it feels like you land in a very beautifully balanced place with this. But it feels like it's just very much like you're still going through this transition phase, and we want some more information. We want some more guidance. So in the extended reading, we're going to tune into Archangel Michael, get some messages from Archangel Michael. We're going to get messages around the next steps for this. We're going to get soul messages. We're going to get messages from the intergalactic realms, the higher realms. We're going to look at what's transforming here and what's going on for you energetically. There's so much that we're going on with this because this is such a big life choice and decision, a big shift and change that's coming through. We're going to explore that more in the extended reading. So if that's something that you are called to, the link for that is in the description box below as well. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Leo. Love to read your comments, and take care.